Myself, Dr. Nisha Saxena. I have completed my PhD from CDRI Lucknow, CSIR lab, and then awarded Dr. D.S. Kothari prestigious fellowship for postdoctoral studies, which I have completed from University of Delhi, Department of Chemistry. Then I have already completed my course in intellectual property rights from Geneva, and I have been qualified CSIR UGC NET JRF twice and GATE. Currently, I am working with Department of Chemistry, MRM College, Darbhanga as a commissioned professor. Today, I am going to teach you about Unit 1, which is a part of Core Course 3 MSc Chemistry syllabus for semester 1 in Lalit Narayan Mithila University. The title of the unit is Nature of Bonding in Organic Molecules, and it comprises of several topics under this heading, which we have already discussed in our previous lecture, lecture 1. To know this particular syllabus, we have certain prerequisites. That is knowledge of chemical bonding. That means the student must know what is covalent bond, how it is formed, what are the requirements, what are the ionic bonds, its requirement and conditions, coordination bond, hydrogen bond and metallic bond. The other prerequisites are catenation in carbon, types of linkage possible in organic molecules. These linkage may be sigma bonds and pi bonds. Sigma bonds probably formed by the head-on overlapping, while pi bonds are formed because of sidewise overlapping. The student must know about the formation of single bonds, double bonds, triple bonds. Single bond comprises of sigma bonds, while double bonds comprises of sigma as well as one pi bond. In case of triple bonds, there is one sigma and two pi bonds. Students must know about the hybridization, and because we are dealing with the organic chemistry, so the student must have the knowledge and information about the sp3, sp2 and sp hybridization, which is all present in carbon and its compounds or derivatives. So before moving in detail syllabus, I would like to introduce about certain important properties which carbon possesses. The first most important property which carbon has is the property of catenation. Catenation is nothing but the formation of chain by linking each other to give a long chain of compounds. The chain may be branched, may be linear, or may be ring in the form of link. The carbon may linked with other carbons in the form of a branch chain compounds, in a linear pattern, or in a cyclic pattern. So this is the property which carbon compound possesses, which carbon element possesses, and thus it is giving a number of compounds known as organic compounds. And because of this number of compounds, we need a separate branch of chemistry in which we study the detailed information regarding these organic compounds. I am not going to introduce each and every category of organic compounds like alcohol, aldehydes, because you are in master course and it is the prerequisite that you must know about all those organic compounds. Now, for a little bit idea about hybridization in carbon compounds, you can see here, in case of ground state carbon element or carbon atom, it has this kind of electronic configuration: 1s2, 2s2, 2px1, 2py1 and 2pz0. But when there is a formation of bond or other atoms interact with the carbon atom comes in the excited state, and the electron in the second orbit or second quantum number or this principal quantum number jumps from 2s to the 2pz, and therefore it produces this kind of structure or energy levels for electrons, and when these 4 orbitals mix together they give sp3 hybridization. Because 1s and 3p mix, therefore it is known as sp3 hybridization. In case of there is a requirement for 1 pi bond formation, this particular pz electrons do not participate in mixing and giving a hybridized molecule, hybridized orbital, and thus only 1s and 2p mix together to produce sp2 hybridized orbitals, and the hybridization becomes sp2. In this case, all bonds are not sigma, 3 bonds are sigma, while the 1 bond is of pi nature. In case of this, all the bonds are sigma in nature. The third requirement or third possibility in carbon compounds are when only 1s and 1p orbital mixes to give a hybridized structure, and that particular hybridization is known as sp. In this case, 2py and 2pz do not participate in the mixing, and therefore they are available for the pi linkage. This kind of hybridization is present in alkynes. So this is for alkanes, this is for alkenes, and this is for alkynes. If a molecule contains carbon more than 2 in number or 4 in number or many carbons, and it has all sigma bonds with the carbon, 1 pi bond with the carbon, and 2 pi with the carbon, then there are the possibilities for having all these 3 kind of hybridization in that molecule. So in short, we can say when carbon forms all sigma bonds, it has sp3 hybridization, and the shape of the molecule or that particular carbon site is tetrahedral in nature. When the carbon is having 3 sigma bonds, this double bond carries 1 sigma and 1 pi. So this representation is showing 3 sigma and 1 pi bond, and the hybridization takes place is known as sp2, and this is known as trigonal planar structure. When there is a possibility of 2 pi bonds, like these are the 2 pi bonds, here these are the 2 pi bonds, in addition to 1 sigma here and 1 sigma here, or 1 sigma here or 1 sigma here, that means number of sigma bonds are 2 and number of pi bonds are 2, then the hybridization will be sp hybridization, and the molecule or that particular carbon site in a molecule will show linear shape. For tetrahedral structure, you can see this methane structure. It is the smallest organic compound known. Here this is the carbon atom which is joined with the 4 different hydrogen atoms located at the corners of the tetrahedrons. The angle of each carbon hydrogen bond and this is 109. Whether it is HCH bond, this bond, whether it is HCH, this bond, or HCH, this bond, or HCH or HCH. Any of the HCH bond will be having 109.5 degree angle. And the bond length of each CH bond is 1.09 angstrom. Here you can see other structures of organic compounds. For methane we have already discussed. This is for ethane. This carbon is having sp3 hybridization. This is again having sp3 hybridization. All these 4 sigma bonds are located at the tetrahedrons edges, and here also. In case of ethene, there is 1 sigma and 1 pi bond between these 2 carbons, and therefore it is of having this kind of shape. Similarly, C2H6 already discussed. C4H10, it is having this kind of structure because there is no pi linkage, so all the carbon here are having sp3 hybridization, and all the sigma bonds of each carbon is located at a particular corner of a tetrahedron, and therefore the molecule seems like this. It is not in the linear shape, but it is in the zigzag shape because each and every carbon has to maintain tetrahedron shape for its hybridized orbitals. Similarly, this is C6H12, which is cyclohexane. Here also there is no pi linkage, and therefore each and every carbon is having sp3 hybridization, and all the sigma bond associated with each carbon is located in the tetrahedron pattern, and therefore this cyclohexane in actual state seems like this, and it has two different conformations. I have shown here only the chair conformation, which is more stable, and here you can see yellow balls are the hydrogens while these black balls are the carbons. So here you can see for each and every carbon there is a tetrahedron shape. In case of ethene, we have already discussed 1 sigma and 1 pi. In case of ethyne, 1 sigma and 2 pi linkage. The shape of this ethyne is linear and it is planar, trigonal planar. Here comes, there may be possibilities that if there is a pi linkage, it is in more than 1 in number. So these are the examples of dienes. Various possibilities of dienes are here. So we have several dienes. Similarly, we have alkynes in which more than 1 triple bond is there, or triple bond along with double bond is there. So these are the examples of alkynes. And alkene alkynes means in which both ene and yne linkage are there. These are certain other examples, very interesting, which are present in nature. Here you can see these are the polyenes. Here number of enes, double bonds are there, so it is also known as polyenes. In variety of molecules, you can observe a particular pattern of double bonds or triple bonds, and they may be in alternate pi bonds manner. The pi bonds may be continuous pi bonds or discontinuous pi bonds. Here this is known as cumulated, when carbon is associated with other carbons in a chain with continuous double bond. So here it is known as cumulated alkenes or cumulated pi linkage. There may be possibility of alternate double bond or double or triple bond, and these are what we called is conjugated system, in which pi linkage is at the alternate fashion, means sigma pi, sigma, sigma pi and so on. Here also sigma pi, sigma, sigma double pi and so on. So these are the system which is known as conjugated system. Another system or another pattern we observe in nature or in our synthesized compound is discontinuous pi linkage or pi bonding. Here is not a continuous pattern like cumulated or conjugated pattern like in alternate fashion. Here at any place there will be a double bond and there will be a sigma bond in continuity and then double bond, or there will be a triple bond at different positions. So this is all about the nature, and here I am going to stop this lecture, and soon I will release the lecture 3. Thank you all. Perhaps you understand what is cumulated, what is conjugated and what is non-conjugated pi linkages and how polyenes are present in nature. Thank you.